ஆடும் வரிவேல் அணி சேவல் என பாடும் பணியே பணியாய் அருள்வாய் தேடும் கயமாமுகனை செருவில் சாடும் தனி யானை சகோதரனே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். திருநாவுக்கரசு பல திருத்தொண்டின் நெறிவாழ வரிஞான தவமுனி ஒரு வாகீசர் வாய்மைத்திகள் பெருநாமச் சீர்பரவல் உருகின்றேன் பேருலகில் ஒரு நாவுக்கு உரை செய்ய உண்ணாமை உணராதேன். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, என் நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி, ஏகம்பத்துரை எந்தாய் போற்றி, பாகம் பெண்ணூறு ஆனாய் போற்றி, பராய்த்துறை மேவிய பரனே போற்றி, சிராப்பள்ளி மேவிய சிவனே போற்றி, அண்ணாமலையம் அண்ணா போற்றி, கண்ணாரமுத கடலே போற்றி, காவாய் கனகத்திரளே போற்றி, கைலை மலையானே போற்றி போற்றி, வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். அண்ட சராசரங்களுக்கெல்லாம் அதிபதியாக விளங்கக்கூடிய முருகப்பெருமானுடைய ஒப்பற்ற பெருங்கருணையினாலே ஞானத்திரள் பெரிய புராணம் 63 நாயன்மார்களுடைய வரலாற்றை ஆங்கிலத்திலே தொடராக சொல்லி வருகின்ற பாங்கிலே நாம் திருநாவுக்கரசு நாயனார் புராணத்தை தொடர்ந்து சிந்திப்பதற்கு திருவருள் கூட்டியிருக்கிறது. This program is being sponsored by Mrs. and Mr. Saravanan, Qatar. They have been sponsoring this program. Not only this, all English serials on Saiva Siddhantam, the holy deities of Saivam, all those serials were also sponsored by this holy couple. Their aim is to propagate, to make popular the episodes, the stories, the real happenings, the life histories of 63 Nayanmars who lived in Tamil Nadu. People may not be well versed with Tamil. They may be willing to know the Saivat Nayanmars and their glory. So, to facilitate that, this couple has come forward to narrate all the history of these Nayanmars in English, so that people who may be willing to know the stories, they may know it through English. Anyway, it is of course it is very difficult to bring out the real feel of the Nayanmars in English because they followed all the culture of Tamil in their lives. When we happen to hear the life history of any Nayanmar, our soul becomes holy. As a matter of fact, washing away the dirt deposited throughout our life in our mind, in our thoughts. These deposits should be washed off frequently. So, knowingly or unknowingly, the dirty deposits are being deposited throughout our days of routine life. So, how to clean this? When we want to clean our body, we usually take bath. We use bathing soap and all those things to cleansing materials. to clean our body. But we don't worry about cleaning our thoughts and our heart. They are also getting impurities during the life. See, whenever we go someplace, by seeing something, by hearing something, by talking something, all these things bring dirt to our thoughts or our heart. So periodically, at least we must clean our. As a matter of fact, what our learned people, our gurus, our mentors, what they say is, daily do the cleaning of your thoughts and your heart. How? By reciting Devaram, Tiruvasagam, Tirumurai songs before the Lord Shiva. So by doing this, by reciting, by opening out your voice and chanting the Devaram hymns, you are cleaning your thoughts and also your heart. This is the only way possible. See, that is why, and also to hear, to listen to the episodes of Nayanmars. How did they live? How did they express their love towards Lord Shiva? What was their goal? What was their motto of their life? How did they lead their lives? How did they pray? How did they express their love to Lord Shiva? All those things will come to light only when you hear the Nayanmar stories. So Deva Chekidar has done a marvelous, wonderful, uncomparable job of narrating the life history of all the 63 Nayanmars. All the 63 Nayanmars. As a matter of fact, our Sundaramurti Swamigal in Tiruttonda Togai, it was a one-liner. But Deva Chekidar took all the pains to explain the reality, to explain the various factors in the life of Nayanmar. What about his birthplace? How about his parents? All those details. If they are authentically known, Deva Chekidar used to mention them in his book. Otherwise, he would not mention. He would be saying unknown. That's all. So if you know something clearly, you just bring it to the public. If you have doubt in it, don't bring it to the public because it may tarnish the real picture. So, as a responsible chief minister of Chola kingdom, our Deva Chekidar did this job wonderfully. He visited by himself the places where the hymns were sung by our Gurus. For example, he would be in Sirgadi, where the first song was sung by Triyana Sambandar. He verified the hymn, where it was recited, where it was originally sung by Sambandar, where the tank was, where Pullayar would have sit down, all those details. Because if he wants to narrate, he wants to be sure about the details. That is why he visited the places and he was sure about the facts. So the narration of the history of the life history of the 63 Nayanmars depicted in Periya Puranam was a boon to all the Saivates. No such book is available. You cannot compare Periya Puranam with any other book. It has its own exemplary details, and the fame and name of Periya Puranam was felt throughout the Tamil Nadu on those days itself. We were seeing the life history of Thirunavukkarasar. One of the four main mentors, Thirunavukkarasar, Sambandar, Thirunavukkarasar, Sundarar, Manikavasagar. Of the four, our Thirunavukkarasar stands in the second place, but it doesn't give the rank. It doesn't give the rank, first rank, second rank, third rank. Don't think like that. They were aligned, Thirunavukkarasar, Sambandar, because in the first place, because Tirumurais were framed in that pattern. First, second, third Tirumurai, Thirunavukkarasar, Sambandar. So he was placed in the first place. He was placed. Second place was accorded to Thirunavukkarasar because his works were listed in 4, 5 and 6. Naturally, Sundarar comes 7. He comes in the third, and Manikavasagar was in the fourth place. It doesn't mean Manikavasagar's rank is 4. No, don't be under the impression. According to the segregation, according to the listing of Tirumurais, they were placed for our worship. So our Thirunavukkarasar and Thirunavukkarasar Sambandar were contemporaries. As a matter of fact, as I already told you, Thirunavukkarasar, as a matter of fact, sang the sonnets, the hymns, the string of songs. He was the first one to give the Tirumurai. He was visiting places and he was in Sidambaram. Only at that time, Gnanasambandar sang Thodudiya Seviyan. It was heard by him. So the news spread over and he was doing some Vadavarapani, that fielding work in Thillai. He heard the news. A child not even completed 3.5 years. It was gifted by the holy milk of goddess Uma, and he started singing the songs on Lord Shiva very beautifully, very meaningfully, and also with a high grade of music, high level of music. Immediately he was willing to visit Sirgadi and worship this child prodigy. So only the Devaram Kuttainavaru was the first one to be released. Only later Thodudiya Seviyan came, but when the people listed the Tirumurais, they first listed Thodudiya Seviyan of Gnanasambandar Perumal. Because Thirunavukkarasar himself worshipped Thirunavukkarasar as his guru. He was lifting the chariot. He was lifting the chariot of Thirunavukkarasar on his shoulder, willingly. So that was the case. Okay. When we were discussing about Thirunavukkarasar, both Thirunavukkarasar and Thirunavukkarasar were in Tirumaraikadu. And we also narrated the incident of opening and shutting of doors of Tirumalaikadu Vedaranyam. So at that time, Jnanasambandha asked Upper Swamigal to open the door by singing. So immediately Thirunavukkarasar responded, and he opened out a string of songs, but it went on up to 10 and the door was not opened. So finally Thirunavukkarasar sang the 11th song and submitted Lord Shiva to open the door, and it got opened. Everybody was very happy, and everybody entered through that gate to Lord Shiva's shrine, and they all worshipped and came back. When they returned, Thirunavukkarasar submitted a request to Jnanasambandha Pillai. I have sung a Tamil hymn, and the Tamil hymn was able to open the door. Why don't you shut it down with another hymn? He asked. So Jnanasambandha started singing his Padiham. So when the Padiham was started, even at the first stroke of first song, the door was closed immediately. The people were shouting and crying and out of joy. Everybody was, I cannot describe the situation over there. People would have felt how happy, you know. So they all came back. But when Thirunavukkarasar came to his matte, at night time he was thinking over the closing and opening of the doors in the shrine. He was thinking why God took 11 songs to open the door, and at the same time he took only one song time duration to close the door. Does it mean that I have committed something Lord Shiva doesn't like? I do not know. If I would have done something not acceptable by Lord Shiva, how can I rectify that? How do I know that? So he was not rest. He was not at rest, and he was upset. At the time, at the entrance of the mutt, somebody, Adiyar, was standing over there and signaling to Thirunavukkarasar, and was signaling as if the Adiyar was calling him to come to the entrance. Immediately, Upper Swamigal went to the entrance and followed him, because he started going. He was following him, and Upper Swamigal was under the impression that he would be able to catch him and ask him why, where he was taking him, all those questions he wanted to ask after reaching him. But it so happened he was not able to reach him at all, because whenever Upper Swamigal increases his speed to catch him up, he was moving fast. He accelerated his speed. Some or other they reached one spot. How many hours they walked, nobody knows. Suddenly Upper Swamigal noticed that Adiyar entered into a temple and vanished. Then he realized that the temple was Thiruvayur. Upper Swamigal was crying. He was able to understand that Adiyar is Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva came by himself and took him to this temple. Why he came over, whether he was upset about him, he didn't know. So he was singing a sonnet, a song, a string of songs, that Thiruvayur songs. In the interval, see, when Upper Swamigal started from the mutt, the news went to Jnanasambandar. Upper Swamigal has been going somewhere. So Sambandar wanted to follow him. He also came back. Upper Swamigal, when he was reciting the song in the entrance of Thiruvayur, Sambandar joined and asked what happened. Then only Upper Swamigal was able to understand that Jnanasambandar has also come to that place, following him. So he immediately submitted to Lord Shiva. Oh my Lord, I do not know whether I have done something wrong, whether I have upset you, I do not know. I opened the door with my songs under the impression that you had approved. But you had taken 10 songs for me to open the door. Okay. You have not been able to show you up for me. But your son has come here, player. How can you hide anymore? Just to show you. Show yourself. You give darshan to both of us. He was requesting. Immediately, Thiruvayur Lord Shiva, on his bull and his spouse, he appeared on the sky. Player asked Thirunavukkarasar, oh my Upper Swami, see that the Lord Shiva is giving darshan to us. He was saying. Upper Swami was able to see. So both of them worshipped, and in the next morning both of them visited the temple and worshipped the Lord Shiva in the Karuvarai shrine, and they came out and they were spending some days in Thiruvayur itself. After some days they decided to move back to Thirumaraikadu. So both of them came to Thirumaraikadu. There they were staying, every day visiting Thirumaraikadu, Vedaranyeswarar, every day. And people used to go through the main door now because it has been opened, and it has been opened and closed. So at that time people used to recite Thirunavukkarasar songs to close the door in the night. In the morning, the people used to recite Jnanasambandar song to open the door, Thirunavukkarasar song, and to close it in the night, they recited Thirunavukkarasar song. In the night time, when they closed the temple, the people used to recite Jnanasambandar's Padiham to close the door. Next day morning, when it is to be opened, next day the people gathered and used to recite the Thirunavukkarasar songs. It was made customary. It was done in those days. But slowly the practice some or other abandoned. Okay. So they were there for a few days together, and at that time the situation in Pandya Nadu, at that time it was called Tamil Nadu, was very worse, because the Pandyan king was following the Jain religion. As a matter of fact, he was brainwashed by the Jain monks, and he followed the Jainism. As a matter of fact, if the king is following something, it is natural to the others to follow the same thing. The ministers, the officials, the servants, the public, isn't it? See, if some people follow Saivism and if they visit temple, they have been given trouble. some or other they are being troubled. So what they did was they also started adopting Jainism. So the entire Alavai, Madurai, the entire Pandyan, Madurai, the Jainism was followed, each and everybody. See, it so happened the princess of Pandyan king, she hailed from Chola king. So he married the daughter of Chola, and from the childhood she was following the Saivism. She used to apply holy ash on her forehead. She used to do the prayer, visit temple, all those things she was doing. When she got married and came to Madurai, she was astonished to see that nobody was following Saivism. The very big temple, Alavai, Thiru Alavai, was abandoned. Nobody was visiting, nobody was worshipping. So, how to revive the position? She thought that if some other people were following Jainism, she may be trying to convert them back to Saivism. But when she came over and understood the situation, starting from the king to the lowest public, everybody was adulterated. So how to do the job? She didn't know. Some or other she felt that I should do this by Lord Shiva's grace. I should do this. I should bring back Saivism to Madurai. I should bring back all the people to apply the holy ash in their forehead. I should make them visit Alavai temple. I should make them follow Saivam principle, because it is a natural thing of Pandyan kingdom. It's a natural thing. See, when the religion is not brought from somewhere else, Saivism is a born religion for everybody there. So naturally one has to follow their natural things. So the people should be visiting and following the Saivism, but they didn't do it. Some other religion has been imported. It has come from other place. It is not adaptable. As a matter of fact, I do not know how to put forth, because I don't want to harm or wound any feelings of any other religion. See, as a matter of fact, if I am born in my religion, I should follow it. Whatever religion I am born, I am indebted to follow it and seriously adopt it. That's all. So she thought that to bring back the Saivism is to bring back the natural status. So how it can be done, unless otherwise a holy person blessed by Lord Shiva comes, nothing could have happened. It's not possible to change the king. It is not possible to change the people in dynasty. It's very difficult. How to achieve this? By chance, fortunately, one of the ministers, Kolachiriyar, he was on Queen's side. He was also very sincere and honest with his religion. He was also following Saiva principles, and he was also very painfully noting down the dramatic change that was happening in Madurai. So when the queen came, and when he found that queen was very much interested in bringing back the original status of their country, he was willing to extend his cooperation fully to the queen. So only two persons gathered, Mangayar Karasiyar and Kolachiraya, the queen and the chief minister. Both of them decided that we would be taking all the measures and rest will be taken care by Lord Shiva. What can we do? They were planning and planning, thinking over. At that time they came to know that Triyana Sambandar was spreading Saivism, defeating the Jainism and Buddhism wherever he goes. See, defeating means policy wise, principle wise, he was defeating. So, Saivism, how the principles are great, how it excels all other religions, what are its principles, how it adapts to the natural state of this country. All these details Jnanasambandha Pillai was preaching to the public, and he was fastly bringing back the public to Saivism. Wherever he goes, all the people understand, wherever he goes, all the people understand the power of Saivism, the power of Lord Shiva, and the meaning of their life in following Saivism. So when she heard about it, she thought that he was the right person to visit Tamil Nadu. Some or other, if we are successful to bring him here, she thought, some or other, if we are successful to bring him here, he would be in a position to win over the situation. But how to bring him here? Then Chief Minister told, now Triyana Sambandar was in Tirumaraikadu in camp. So immediately both of them decided to send some messengers to invite, to explain the situation prevailing in Pandya Pandyan kingdom, the Madurai, explaining the situation, requesting him, submitting him to visit, to some or other make the public to understand the greatness of Saivam, their own religion. So people should be hearing only from the people like Pillai. Not you and I. If we go and tell, they won't believe, they won't hear, they won't even listen to our speeches or our advices. Only Pillai are blessed by Lord Shiva. On even seeing him, people will get transformed. So people should have done some good things to even see Pillai in Madurai. So if they have good time, Pillai would be coming here. So let us send some messengers. So messengers also went there, met Pillai in Vedaranyam and submitted the queen's request. Oh my lord, the situation in Pandya Nadu, in Pandyan kingdom, in Madurai, deplorable. Jainism, wherever you go, Saivism was fully absent. The applying holy ash on the forehead has been fully forgotten. People are not turning out to visit temple. The situation is being worse. So you please be kind enough to visit the place and do something, so that Saivism may be revived in Madurai. The messengers were submitting. Immediately, Tiriyana Sambandha responded, "Oh, it's a call from Lord Shiva from Malavai. He was calling me. Not these messengers, or not Mungirkarsiyar, or not Kolachiriyar. They are not calling me. Lord Shiva, Alavai Adal, he is calling me." He felt like that, and he started his travel to Alavai. But Thirunavukkarasar was not willing to send Pillayar to Madurai. He told him, "Oh, my child, don't go over there. The Jain monks, they are not humans. They will go to the extent of killing people. They have tried a lot of things on me. Lord Shiva only saved me. See, I am an old man. I was withstanding all those things and came out some or other. You are a child. They won't look at you as a child. They would be looking at you as their enemy, and they will go to any extent to kill you. So don't go over there." He was advising. But Pillayar told, "How can I decline the message from Mungirkarsiyar and Kolachiriyar? They were very eagerly awaiting there. They were amidst in a very, very poor condition, status. They were looking for light every direction. Now the only hope they are having now is my visit. So if I decline, what would be their position? Who is going to save them? Who is going to save Saivism? If I am being afraid of my safety and security, and if I am keeping myself away from Madurai, what will happen to the people, a few handful of people who are following Saivism there? At least for their sake, we should go over there. So please permit me to go over there. I will go and do the best with the blessings of Lord Shiva. See, everything is going to be done only by holy ash. I am having that confidence." He was explaining and he was trying to convince Upper Swami. Upper Swami didn't get convinced. He said, "Okay, if that was your version, let me go. I know the tricks of all those people. What would they do? I know. So I can manage them. But you small child, you cannot manage. So you please allow me to go. I will go over there." Upper Swami was arguing. But Pillayar didn't agree. "No, you had enough. Those people did lot of harms to you. And you some or other came out of all those things. At this age, you should not be troubled like this. Let me take care of this. Don't worry." And said, "I would be going. Please allow me to go." He was asking. Then Upper Swami said, "The stars are not favorable." He was saying. He was finding some reason to stop him. But Pillayar replied, "For people like us, how the stars will be influencing? It won't do anything." He was reciting the famous Kolari Padigam. "Veyuru Toli Pangan Vidamunda Kandan Miganalla Vinai Tadavi Masaru Tingal Gangai Mudimelanindu Yenulame Puhunda Adanal Yagiru Tingal Sevai Budan Vyazham Velli Sanibam Virandum Udane Asaru Nalla Avai Nalla Adiyar Avarku Migave." Let the stars be there anywhere they like. That won't affect our way. that cannot affect the welfare of our adiyars. All our adiyars are guarded by Lord Shiva. So they won't be doing any harm to the adiyars. All the Navagrahas, they will come and serve adiyars. They will come only do good things to adiyars. You very well know, he was completing the Padiham and he got the permission of Appar Swamigal and left Thirumarikadu. Once he started from Thirumarikadu, Sambandar left. Appar Swamigal was there in Thirumarikadu for a few days and he decided to visit some temples. He was deciding to continue his pilgrimage and he started going over. So he visited more shrines on the banks of Kaveri and he reached Thiruvadurai and he was there for a few days and he worshipped Masalamani Isar and he was praising the Lord Shiva. Oh, you only gave the money bag, Ulava Kiri, see the bag that never gets reduced. It is filled with 1,000 gold coins. Even if you take some coins out of it, it will remain 1,000. It is called Ulava Kiri. Ayiram Kodupar Polum. Appar Swamigal was wondering, you only gave Pillayar that Ulava Kiri. He was praising and was there in Thiruvadurai for quite a time. Then he started his pilgrimage again and he reached Padayare. He was knowing that in Padayare there was a Shivan temple and he decided to visit that. When he go over there, he saw a small mound and a small tower on it. Thinking that that belongs to Lord Shiva, he was making prayers on seeing the tower. But some adiyars rushed towards Appar Swamigal and told him, no, that was not a Shivan shrine. The Jain monks demolished the Shivan temple and they have fakely they have built a temple here. As a matter of fact, their dynasty is here. It is not our temple. Appar Swami felt very upset. So I prayed a place where Lord Shiva was not there. What a shame. How could it happen? He didn't leave that place. He was there. And he was asking the people that where the idol, where the deity. Nobody was able to reply. No, we do not know. We do not know. Everybody replied. Immediately he came to a decision. Thirunavukkarasar came to a decision. I will not leave this place unless I see you. I worship you. Oh my Lord Shiva, either knowingly or unknowingly, I prayed you. In this place, I should pray you. I will not take any food or water. I will be fasting till my death. If you want to save me, you make me your appearance. I should see you, darshan you. I do not know where you are. Because people are saying that you have been hidden somewhere by those Jain monks. So he was saying that and he was praying and praying, sitting in a place and and his eyes were streaming down with and he was weeping, crying and he was fasting. He was not taking anything and he was there. People around him were also worried. See, he had come to our place and this has happened to him. It brings bad luck to us. People were thinking like that. If some Adiyar comes over to a place and if he feels bad in that place, the people around that place will be affected. No Adiyar should feel bad or should be hurt or should be harmed. So it is not good for the people around that place. So they were also worried and everybody was worrying. How to solve this problem, nobody knows. But Lord Shiva knows. On the day, night, in the dream, in Chola king's dream, Lord Shiva appeared. And he told him, my disciple Thirunavukkarasar has come to this place. He was fasting because he was not able to see me. But you may be wondering what happened to me. Jain monks destroyed my temple and I am being hidden by them in a place. So tomorrow morning you must make arrangements to take out from me from the hidden place, build the temple and make my disciple to darshan me and finish his fasting. Do it immediately. Immediately the king woke up and he realized and he called his ministers and he told them what he dreamt. Everybody rushed to the place and king saluted. He just prostrated before Upper Swamigal and told him that Lord Shiva came in my dream yesterday night and he instructed me to call out the Lord Shiva deity. I will make arrangements, don't worry, you finish your fasting. But Upper Swami didn't accept. No, I have made up my mind to take any food or water only on seeing my Lord, otherwise I will not take. So under the indications given by the Lord Shiva, he instructed the people to dig wood place and when they removed the bushes and they were digging, they found the deity. The Jain monks did the thing after demolishing the temple. Immediately it was taken up to the place and it was erected, installed and the temple was built immediately. On seeing Lord Shiva, on seeing him, Upper Swamigal just prostrated before the deity. Oh my Lord, how kind of you. You are not able to bear with my starvation. You just came out. Otherwise you would not have worried. All these days you were there without worry. Wherever put you would be there. You won't take care. Only for the Adiyars you came out. How kind of you. So he finished his fasting and he was praying there. The temple was built. The king was happy. Everybody was happy. Adiyars were happy. They were able to understand the power of Thirunavukkarasar Swami. King made all arrangements to drive all these Jain monks from there. If you want to propagate your religion, be in your place and do it. Follow honest rules. If you want to propagate your religion, tell the people about your religion's principles, its basic principles. Convince them and convert them. What is the nasty thing, arrogant atrocities you are committing and encroaching the rights of other religion? It is not proper. If any religion is doing all these mischievous things, one day or other, it would be going out to the dogs. Follow the straight path. That could be the real standing, real standing. So Upper Swamigal, as a matter of fact, conquered the Jains over there. The temple rised up there. Adiyars were very happy and they were driven away. Again that Palayarai got back the original glamour. Then Upper Swamigal decided to leave that place. He was there some days on the request of Adiyars. So please be with me, my lord. The people were requesting. So he was there for a few days and then he left it and he continued his pilgrimage. And he was going over again on the banks of Kaveri. He was going and he was visiting Thirunavukkarasar. He was coming to Thirunavukkarasar, where the elephant and the spider worshipped Lord Shiva. And then he came to Tiruchirappalli. On the hill, on the top of the hill, Taimanavar was there and he is there, and he visited Taimanavar and he prayed him with his Padikam. Wherever he goes, his principle was to do some Vadavaram, some works throughout the temple or along the Mada Vidhi. He would be doing some cleaning work, removing the stones, making the pathway easy for the Adiyars to visit the temple. So all those things he was doing, cleaning the temple also and cleaning everywhere. I think he was doing that manly service also, but at the same time he would be giving out the hymns, he would be singing out padikams, powerful padikams. If we sing the powerful padikam, we can get the Lordship's grace. If you want to get the Lord's grace, no point in taking a banana, coconut, betel leaf, all these things. If you take, Lord is not going to be very happy about all those things, because you are going to show them to him. After showing them to him, you would be taking back to your home. Nothing is going to him. So in what way he is going to get happy, or what way he is going to be happy about this? How can you make him happy by taking these things? No. How can you make him happy means you recite songs sung by our Gurumars. You know how many songs in Tirumurai? There are 18,497 songs. 18,497 songs sung by 27 Gurumars in 12 Tirumurais. So out of 18,497 songs, can you not sing one or two? Or 10, one padikam? Can you not? See, he expects that. That's why he has gifted us. So make our puja easier and meaningful. He only made his people to sing all these songs. So when we go to temple, we must submit this song, we must sing this song. Don't say that you are not an expert musician, I cannot sing it like the Oduar. No, not like that. If you are not able to sing it, read it. See, just go through it, louder voice. But the only thing is you must submit it with a love. Arnavinathar says how to recite Tiruppugal. Azhithu Pirakkovutta Ailvelin Kaviyai Anbal Ezhuthu Pidayara. You recite it without mistake, you recite it with love. Those are the two requirements. So either you are a good musician, either you are able to sing it musically, okay, it's all right. If you are not able to do that, don't steal the chance to leave it as it is. You just take it and read it. You just read it, you just decide before him with love, with a feel. That would be taken up by Lord Shiva. He receives it. So, wherever he goes, he worships the Lord with Padiham. Upper Swami doesn't take a coconut, he doesn't take a betel leaf, he doesn't take banana. Not only Upper Swami, Thirunavukkarasar Samudra also. It was not mentioned in Periya Puranam. They didn't take all these things. They were going and they were offering by orally, in a louder voice, singing. That's all. So, Vak is very important. It will purify your thoughts and also it will eradicate your deeds. All our sorrows, all our misdeeds, all misfortunes are happening only because of our past deeds. How to win over all those things? By reciting songs. By reciting not only songs, by reciting Tirumurai songs. Those are all blessed songs. Those are all gifted by Lord Shiva. So, be there before him, recite the songs and get eradicated all your deeds and get out of all these miseries. So, after Thiruvannaikavil, he went to Tiruchirappalli and prayed Lord Shiva, Thayumanavar, and then he proceeded once again and he was going over to Tirupangili. He was going over to Tirupangili. Even now, people when they go to Tiruchirappalli district, when they visit Thiruvannaikka and Tiruchirappalli, they should visit Tirupangili also. It's a very nice place. Nice place. Upper Swami went there. See, it's a hot day. Upper Swami was going there. It was a very hot day. Sun was scorching. He felt somehow or other hungry. Somehow or other he has to reach it before 12 o'clock, the temple. He was increasing his speed. At his old age, he was not able to speed up. He was feeling hungry. And at that time, Lord Shiva decided one thing. What he had decided, what he did, we will see in the next lecture. And we once again thank Mrs. and Mr. Saravanan Kattar for their sponsorship, their liberal, kind sponsorship for these programs. Lord Shiva only knows how this is going to be beneficial and to whom is going to be beneficial. Only he has to decide. He is getting things out of us. Why he is getting, how he is getting, for what he is getting, nobody knows. Mrs. and Mr. Saravanan, they were sponsoring it, we were doing it, but this should reach whom? He has to decide. So we were trying our level best to put forth the details in simple English so that people would be benefited. That's our aim, and Lord Shiva would be taking care of all those things. And one more thing I want to tell you is Jnana Thiral has released English Jnana Kodandai. The whole story of Thirunavukkarasar Sambandar was given in pictures, comics book, fully pictures, fully fine colored drawings. The kids would be attracted and they would be going through this, means they would be cultivating good habits, good manners, and also they would be gifted with jnana because of Jnana Sambandha. Whoever reads Jnana Sambandhar's life history would be getting Jnanam, Shiva Jnanam, Thiri Jnanam, they would be getting. So children will also get. So you get the book for your children, you get the book for your relatives' children, you gift them for their special occasions. So you can approach the PRO or through the number you can approach and get the books through post also. And also you can register in Jnanathiral. You can visit our site, Jnanathiral website, Facebook, and you would be updated with a lot of details about Jnanathiral. With this, I am just concluding this session. We would be meeting in our next section in the next week, and we would be continuing the life history of Thirunavukkarasar. Tiruchitrambalam. Let me recite a 5-lettered mantra now. Please follow me. Tiruchitrambalam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Tiruchitrambalam. தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, என் நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி, வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.